An incredible hockey game there at Scotiabank Arena this evening between the Jets and Leafs, but it ends in the worst play possible, the shootout. I'm not saying it because I'm a salty Leaf fan. If people want to say it, go ahead, but it's not because of that, because if you watch my actual videos and you see when I talk about wins in the shootouts, I say the same damn thing. You know why? Because they suck. You give me 5 more minutes of that overtime, that insane 3-on-3 overtime, the game will either be over, or at that point I'll be like, okay, let's get this thing over with and done with. Give me the shootout then. But it has to end in the shootout. Jets win it though, 4-3 in the shootout. A great hockey game overall from both teams. They both played really sound defensive hockey. Both teams allowed less than 30 shots on net. I think, at least. Yeah, both teams allowed less than 30 shots. They had 28 shots. We had 27 shots. So it was a crazy hockey game. The Leafs do pick up a point when really they shouldn't have. And we'll get to why in a second. But it ends the way we all hate. You know, whether you win or you lose them, you just don't like the shootout. And I could be the only one saying that. You guys could have different opinions on it, and that's totally fine. But my opinion is you give me 5 more minutes of that overtime, and if it's not done by then, fine, give me a shootout. Otherwise, 10 minutes of 3-on-3, that thing's over. That game is long over by then. But, just my opinion, let's get through this hockey game here. And it did not start out good early on for the Leafs. I mean, Nikolai Ehlers scores his 18th goal of the year on the first shot on net of Frederik Andersen, and it was a rough one. You know, a hard puck, shot around the boards. I think it was by Blake Wheeler. And Anderson goes out to play it, realizes halfway, oh, I can't get this. Tries to get back, falls, and Ehlers, just pots it in the empty net. What a way to start the game. 4 minutes in. 1-0 Jets. However, 56 seconds after that, a nice little backhand feed from Mitch Marner to Austin Matthews to the back of the net, and we're tied at 1. Austin Matthews with his 30th goal of the season. This guy is incredible. I mean, he impresses us every single night. 30 goals already for Austin. We're not even at game... Well, this was game 45 today, so I think 50 goals is a very, very possible plateau for Austin Matthews this season, but we don't know what's going to end up happening the rest of the way. But what a goal, and the Leafs have tied the game at 1 apiece. Late in the first period, Leafs got a power play, and we're like, all right, good things there. John Tavares. And I got to say, from a Leaf fan, diehard Leaf fan, I love John Tavares, but I think today was one of his worst games that I've seen. A lot of turnovers, a lot of misplays, a lot of bad passes. Not a John Tavares type of hockey game. That's what we got. That's what we saw today. You know, because on the power play, they get the puck out. I think it was it might have been Tyson Barrie who kind of like dove to keep it away from a breakaway. I'm like, oh, that's a good one. John Tavares now backing up. The guy's still all over him. They strip it of John Tavares. They come down on a breakaway, and Appleton scores on Frederik Andersen, short-handed with 2 minutes left in the first period. And that 1-1 game that you were looking to put another goal on the board and have the lead going into the intermission, you're now trailing 2-1 after 1 period of play. That stuff cannot happen. It just can't happen, you know. The shots in the first period 6-4 in favor of the Leafs. So 2 goals on 4 shots for Frederik Andersen, not a very good start, and he's had a really rough time lately. So obviously the last start wasn't very pretty for him, didn't get a lot of help, but wasn't very pretty. And then you obviously look at the start of this game, the falling, and then obviously the shorthanded breakaway. So not a good start for Frederik Andersen and the Leafs as you're trailing 2-1 after 1 period of play. We go to the second period, and the Leafs come down, I think it was on a 3-on-2 or whatnot, and the puck ends up on Dmitry Timoshov's stick, and he's got a wide open net, and he buries it for his 4th goal of the year. Adam Brooks gets Barry Kapanen and grab assists on the play, and the Leafs have tied the game at 2, 6 minutes into the second period. Beautiful. But then, over 10 minutes, about what? Just under 8 minutes, just over 8 minutes left in the second period. Mark Scheifele scores his 21st goal of the year. Kyle Connor and Pullman grab assists on that one right under the glove of Frederik Andersen. And I think that's kind of one you want to have back if you're Freddie. You know, he just kind of beat you. He beat you short side. That's not what you want if you're Frederik Andersen. Leafs trail 3-2 after 2 periods of play. Shots on goal 11-9 for the Jets in that second period. We go to the third. And again, the Leafs trying to tie this game up. Shots were 11-8 in favor of the Leafs there in the third period. Craziness happens with about a minute to play, right? They come back. They come in our end. Kyle Connor with a backhand misses the net. Then the puck comes around to, I forgot who it was. It might have been Wheeler or somebody like that. And he fires it on. Matthews blocks the shot. It eventually comes down to their end. They ice the puck with about 18 seconds left. And then a scramble in the offensive zone face-off. And the puck comes back to the point. I think it was to Morgan Riley, who feeds it to Austin Matthews, who's at the other point. And, oh, baby. An absolute missile from Austin Matthews right over the shoulder, barring in, and we're tied at 3 goals with Austin Matthews scored with 14 seconds left in the third period. I almost hit myself in the face. I kind of did anyways. And we're tied going into overtime. Big game Matthews, 31 goals. 2-goal game for Matthews, his 8th 2-goal game of the year. And the Leafs get a point at the very least where they really shouldn't have, being down 3-2 late in the game. But you score late, you force overtime, and holy smokes, what an overtime. I mean, they get a 2-0. I don't know who it was that came down with Patrick Laine. I want to say Roslovic. I could be wrong. Could be Wheeler. But he comes down on a breakaway, kind of drops it for Laine. It turns into a 2-1-0, and Frederik Andersen, didn't have a very good game number-wise, and a couple of the goals were a little stinky. But Frederik Andersen comes up with a 10-bell save on the 2-1-0. A little bit later on, Mark Scheifele's now on a breakaway, stoned by Frederik Andersen. And again, like I said, guys, give me 5 more minutes of that, and it's over either way, whether it's Leafs or Jets. That game is over in overtime. And all the scrambling, all the crazy, oh my goodness, they lost a 6. Leafs got a 3-on-1, basically. Oh, they can't make the play. Oh, God, they got a breakaway. Oh, what a save by Andersen. And it's go, 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 go. And then bang, stop. Shootout time. Really? I hate the way that thing works. Like I said, give me a little bit more of that, and the game is done. It goes to the shootout. Lots of goals happen in the shootout. Spezza gets the start, and he fires a 5-hole, beats Hellebuck. Beautiful goal by Spezza. And Kyle Connor gets stopped by Andersen. I'm like, okay, that's a great start. Then Mitch Marner misses. Tough one for Mitch. He had Hellebuck down and out. He just needed to roof it, but he couldn't. And Patrick Laine comes down, and look, we all know Laine can shoot the puck, and especially when he's on a breakaway, and he rifles it past Frederik Andersen, top cheese. A beautiful goal from Laine. Then Matthews comes down, and he scores off a nifty goal, 5-hole. Leafs back in front. Hey, all they need is a save from Andersen, and the game is over. Mark Scheifele beats him, and we're like, oh, come on. And then Nylander tries to go 5-0 for the third time, and by that time, I love Willie, but really, I mean, he's already been beaten twice 5-0. You really think he's going to let that happen a third time? No. Shuts the door, and then Blake Wheeler comes down, and Freddie gets a piece of it. I think it was under the shoulder or whatnot, but he gets a piece of it, but not enough as Wheeler scores to end the shootout as the Jets win it 4-3. What a game, though. I gotta say, as a hockey fan, that was an incredible hockey game to watch. Just hate how those games have to end. Back and forth, crazy finish, insane overtime, and it has to end in a shootout. I don't agree with it. You guys might have different opinions, and that's totally fine. Everyone has their own opinion when it comes to shootouts, overtimes, whatnot. But my opinion is I don't like shootouts. Whether you win or lose them, they just suck. All right? Was it a good game? No, I wouldn't say the Leafs played particularly perfect, but they got a point, and Freddie wasn't very good. You got a point, and you know, yeah, you technically have a 2-game losing streak, but you got that point. Now the focus entirely shifts, all right, to the next game, because, you know, the Leafs have a little bit of time off now. They don't play on Saturday. They don't play Saturday. They play Sunday in Florida against the Panthers. I think it's the first time we played Florida this season, or at least maybe the second time. But I think it's the first time we played Florida all year long in Florida, 7 o'clock puck drop. Oh, jeez. You know what that means. Tampa Bay's coming after that, right? No, they come home for New Jersey. Usually when they go to Florida, they go to Tampa as well. That's what the heck is happening. They don't play on a Saturday. They play Florida and not Tampa. Making the Leafs travel quite a bit, it seems. But, like I said, guys, you got a point today, and I hate that you only got the 1 point, but in the end, I think we can all agree that it should have been 0, but Matthews, being the freak that he is, gets the job done late in the game, tying the hockey game, and obviously, like I said, the focus now turns to Florida on Sunday. You know, You don't play for quite a while. You don't play Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and you play Sunday. So you have some time off now for the Leafs to regroup, regain themselves, obviously, after a couple losses. And you're going to go into Florida fresh. Are they on a back-to-back? Do they play Saturday? No, they do not. But they play Friday, correct? No, they don't play Friday. Holy smokes. They play tomorrow, I'm assuming, because they didn't play today yet. They played home against Vancouver. So for the Leafs, they'll have that extra day off, I guess, than the Florida Panthers. Nonetheless, both teams are going to be rested. That's a team that, look, they're right up your butt in the standings. I mean, if I go there right now, guys, Tampa Bay has jumped the Leafs with their win yesterday, and they've been kicking rear end. They've won 8 straight, have the Tampa Bay Lightning, so they're playing really well and firing on all cylinders right now. And they're only 7 points back of the Bruins. And, Florida, they're only 5 points back of the Leafs with 2 games in hand. So if you're the Leafs and you want to start putting separation between teams, that's a game you do it on Sunday against Florida in Florida. It's going to be a tough one, but we're going to have to wait and see how it all plays out, all right? Now, let's quickly go through the stats of what happened today for our Leafs before we wrap this baby up, all right? Now, Frederik Andersen, like I said, not a very good hockey game. 3 goals on 28 shots for Frederik Andersen. 5 of those, 10 bellers, though, in overtime, so I got to give him that. But again, not the the goals that he gave up, not very Frederik Andersen-like type of goals. But again, you're not always going to be perfect every single night. And the team did bail him out and did get him a point, but you lost in the shootout. Austin Matthews with a couple goals in this one, as we said, 31 goals for Matthews, 54 points for Austin in 45 games. Great season for him so far. He's continuing to roll. Timashov with the goal. Riley with an assist and a +3. We heard earlier today that he's playing with a nagging injury. Yet he has an assist and a +3 in a tight game. Great job by Morgan. Marner with an assist. Brooks Kapanen with assists as well. And that's going to wrap this one up, guys. If you guys enjoyed the video and okay. Yes, the Leafs lost, but if you enjoyed the game, smack that like button to appreciate that, you guys. Hit the subscribe button if you guys have not already. Comment down below your thoughts on the game, your thoughts on the video. Would you not like from the Leafs game today? Also, your opinion on a shootout. I want to get your guys' take on that. Because I could be just going crazy, and I could be the only one thinking about the whole overtime for 5 more minutes deal. I don't know. I want to hear your guys' thoughts, though, in the comments below. Twitter is down below for myself, guys. Follow up, send me a DM, do all that great stuff. Patreon link is down below. Guys, sign up for that if you guys are interested. The link is down below for the Patreon page. And I will talk to you guys Raptors edition very shortly. As holy smoke, they won a close one there against the Charlotte Hornets in Charlotte there this evening, and I will talk to you guys very shortly with that. And as for our Leafs, as we talked about, their next contest is on Sunday as they take on the Florida Panthers in Florida on Sunday, 7 o'clock puck drop there. All right? So, guys, thank you guys so much for listening and watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Talk to you guys then.